What is the best revenge on someone who hurt you? My best friend got my wife pregnant, so I made him lose everything. My best friend had the biggest nose known to mankind, the kind of nose so big he could knock a toddler down if he turned too fast. I never said it out loud. Of course he was my best man. My ride or die since we were 12. We went through everything together. Poverty, girls, lost jobs, all of it. When I met my wife, he said she was the one, before I even believed it myself. We got married young, built a decent life. I had a good job in logistics, and she worked in design. We lived in a modest, cozy home. I was so happy and content. Then we found out that she was pregnant. I started crying. I couldn't believe I was going to be a dad. I was so excited. I started fixing up the spare room, painted it baby blue, even bought a little bookshelf and set up a crib in the nursery room. I would rub her belly and talk to the baby every night. I had such big plans for our family. The day she went into labor, I was a nervous wreck. I held her hand the entire time and encouraged her and cheered her on. It was the happiest moment of my life. Then the baby came out and he was mixed, which is impossible because we are both white. And the most noticeable thing, that big F King knows exactly like my best friends. I didn't need a DNA test. I just stood there staring at this kid. The nurse asked if I wanted to cut the umbilical cord, and I told her no. I was so baffled, I walked out into the hallway, sat on a plastic chair, staring at the wall for 15 minutes straight with a blank face. After that, I went back in the room and smiled, held the baby, took pictures, and told her how much I love her. Over the next few weeks, I played the part perfectly, but inside my head, I was drawing up a plan. First, I filed for divorce quietly, had the DNA test done to make it official. Since we signed a prenup and got married when she was broke, she walked away with nothing, literally nothing. I kept the house, the car, the savings. All I gave her was a printed out photo of the baby labeled "not mine." She ended up having to move in with her mom, no job, no support, and living off of food stamps. To me, that was enough revenge for her. But my best friend, he was about to get the worst of it. He worked as a car salesman, big on commissions. He always bragged about his numbers, his clients, his 5-star Google reviews. So I created a bunch of fake accounts, left detailed, scathing reviews across every site. I said he sold me a lemon, and another one thing, he screamed at my kids. I also said he harassed a female buyer. He got flagged by corporate within a week, fired by the end of the month. Then I got creative. He had a Hellcat that he loved so much, even called it his baby. He always parked it in the same spot every day. One night, I let the air out of the tires and smeared the windshield with eggs and peanut butter. Eldish, yeah, but effective. The next night, I reported it stolen with a fake VIN and license plate. The cops towed it within an hour, and when he got it back, it had been stripped and dented in a chop shop holding yard. Now he had no car and no job, but the real hit, his social life. He was seeing a girl, and he thought she might be the one. I knew her. I made a new account. I messaged her screenshots of the baby. I told her the truth. I didn't even lie, just reality. He uses women, and when they end up pregnant, he ghosts them. She ghosted him instantly, moved out of his apartment, and took the cat 3 days later. Last I heard, he was living in a shitty 1-bedroom apartment with no car, no girl, no money, not even enough money for a haircut, and a baby he didn't even want, but now has to pay monthly child support for. He thought I would yell or cry, maybe punch him. But instead I smiled, and then I spent 6 months tearing down his life quietly and perfectly. No one gets away with stabbing me in the back. No one, especially not with a nose that big. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.